Hey everyone, this is Arlene. I'm here with a video to share my 2011 favorites and must-haves. And there's a little twist to this. I'll be tagging 5 people on the description of this video, and then those 5 people will do a 2011 favorites and must-haves video, and they'll tag 5 people, and this will kind of just go on, and it'll be kind of fun to see what everybody's favorites and must-haves were for 2011. So I hope you join in, or hope you get tagged by one of us. So if you're tagged, you'll see your name, your YouTube name on the video description below. So what you're staring at is a MFT card set that I had created when I was on the design team. It's just something for you guys to stare at for now as I go through my list. And I have my top 20 2011 favorites and must-haves, and these are in no particular order. And I'll be sharing either a picture of the product or a picture of a project or projects that I've done using the product that I mentioned. So here we go. Well, number 1, ribbon buckles or ribbon slides, as they call it, in combination with halfback pearls. There's this, frenzy now. I've been using it in a lot of my projects, and I really love the look of the ribbon buckles or slides with the halfback pearls. So here are a couple of projects that I created using them. Second on my list is the Carla S001.etsy.com wheat leaves, crystal wheat leaves. These are just beautiful when you layer them on with a bunch of flowers. And here are a few projects I created using the crystal wheat leaves from Carla's Etsy. Third on my list are MFT Dynamics. I cannot live without my MFT Dynamics, and I think I probably have every single one that was ever created, and I will continue to buy them. But here are a few projects that I've created using MFT Dynamics, as well as the little card box that you're staring at down here. Next on my list is Paper Tray Ink Kraft Cardstock. I use this cardstock on the base of most of my cards, and I absolutely love the texture and the weight of the paper. It's perfect for a card base. Next on my list is Lalala Crafts Marcy. I guest designed for Lalala Crafts for a couple of months in 2011, and prior to that, just got so enamored by Marcy, by Lalala Crafts, and I really love her image. And here are a few cards I created using her. Next is Lindy Stamp Gang Glitz Spritz in Scintillating Silver. I may have mentioned this on nearly every project that I've done using I Am Roses or for Lindy Stamp Gang, but I absolutely love using scintillating silver to shimmer up my projects. Frog Feathers Rosette Trim. Yeah, there was a huge frenzy and Frog Feathers ran out of the trim, but the Rosette Trim is an all-time favorite as well. I really love the shabby chicness of this trim. Next on my list is I Am Rose's Cherry Blossoms. I am in love with the cherry blossoms, still am. Had this huge kick in 2011 where I pretty much couldn't create anything without using the cherry blossoms, but here are a few projects I created using the cherry blossoms. Carla S001 Medium Beige Floral Trim. I could not get enough of this stuff, you guys, and I don't know how many pages, cards, etc. I've created, altered boxes I've created using this floral trim, and I'm literally hoarding this stuff. I love it. Here are a few projects I created in 2011 using the floral trim from Carla's Etsy. Next on my list is not a product, but a technique, and it's the Crackle Paint technique. Prior to last year, I had not perfected this technique and had actually worked with Bona to perfect it, and I used it on several projects last year in 2011. Here are a few projects in where I used the Crackle Paint technique. Recollections bling. There was a craze for Recollections bling, especially when they were, and Recollections is a Michaels brand. They were half off and then additional 20% on a few occasions in 2011, and I literally stocked up on this stuff. Absolutely cannot live without my Recollections bling. The next on my list is not a must-have, but it definitely was a favorite of mine in 2011, and that was altering canvases. And it's just a fun thing to do, and you can go wild and do your thing, and there's so many different techniques that you can incorporate into one project. I Am Rose's Puffy Daisies. Oh my gosh, you guys, I love the I Am Rose's Puffy Daisies. You can do so many things with this. They look beautiful when you spray them up with your Lindy Stamp Gang Starburst sprays. I did a tutorial on the I Am Rose's Puffy Daisies, and I'll link it in the description below. But here is a project I created with a Puffy Daisy flower. Copic Markers, 2011, I finished up my collection of Copic Markers. It's one of the best investments I've ever made. I love coloring with Copic Markers. And I don't know if you guys know, but they're coming out with new colors. Another set of a dozen colors coming out. Can't wait to get those. But here are a few of my Copic coloring projects. Next on my list are my AccuCut Grand Mark and my AccuCut Dies. Definitely one of the best investments I've made. I've had the AccuCut machine for at least 2, maybe a little over 2 years now, but the dies I continue to collect, and I love, love, love my album dies, my pocket dies, my tag dies. Everything that I have AccuCut is definitely a must-have and favorite for me. And here are a couple of projects I created using my AccuCut and AccuCut dies. Next on my list is my Sizzix Vagabond. I purchased this, I don't know if it was a little over a year ago or if it was last year, but I didn't immediately add it to my die cutting station in my craft room. I was still using my Big Shot, and once I set up my Vagabond a few months ago permanently on my die cutting table, I don't use my Big Shot anymore. I'm in love with my Vagabond, and I don't think I can go to crop without it, even though it's heavy to carry, but it's just the most awesome thing, and I don't miss cranking that handle. Next on my list are my Prismacolor pencils. It was an alternative to Copic coloring for me in 2011, and I really had a fun time using my Prismacolor pencils. I did a tutorial or two using the Prismacolor pencils. My favorite thing's felt. I was on this whole felt kick in 2011, and I think I might have purchased every color on the MFT website of the felt, and the felt is perfect for using with your MFT Dynamics. And here are a few projects I created using MFT felt. Lindy Stamp Gang ink pots. Oh my goodness, the next best invention to just Lindy Stamp Gang Starburst sprays in general. Lindy Stamp Gang ink pots are basically the Starburst sprays, but in a tub container or in a pot, and it's perfect to dip and also to use with a paintbrush. Last on my list, again, these are in no particular order, I have my Spellbinders, Nestabilities, and Grand Dies. I definitely built up a collection in 2011, designing for some stamping companies and creating a lot of cards. And I really enjoy my Spellbinders, Nestabilities, using my Grand Caliber with the Grand Dies. Definitely a must-have and favorite for 2011. And here are a few things I did with some of the Grand Dies. So those are my favorites for 2011, and I have the next 5 people tagged in the description below, so I hope you tell us what your 2011 favorites and must-haves are and tag 5 other people, and it'll be so much fun to see what everybody has to say. And if you're going to the Craft and Hobby Association show over at Anaheim, California in a week, I will be there in the Lindy Stamp Gang booth, and I hope to meet many of you. So thanks for watching, everyone, and have a great week ahead. Bye.